Hello everyone, it's Safrina, as usual. Just gonna give it a few minutes so people can join me, hopefully. But I wanted to do a scope, and as per my headline, there are many different types of prosperity. And yeah, I wanted to talk about this topic because I got a really interesting question on my YouTube channel, and he gave me a hello, welcome. So this question I got from my YouTube channel, and the question was, when you're trying to activate your money corners in Feng Shui, and again, let me reiterate for those of you who have not heard me say this, in classical Feng Shui, you actually have up to 3 money corners, not just one, okay? Fast food Feng Shui is going to tell you only have 1, but based on classical Feng Shui, there's actually 3, and even certain periods and certain facing could have a fourth, not as strong, but a 4th money corner as well. So the question was, if you are not working and you're activating for money, then how does that work? So his example was, okay, let's say my aunt or my mom doesn't work or is retired or whatever. How does it make sense to activate for money? Well, my question to him, my answer to him was that you still activate for money, but then the financial prosperity will come in other forms. So let's say if you are retired or you're a housewife or whatever, if you activate your money corners with Feng Shui, then other opportunities will come, right? It could be, let's say you're going on your travels, right? Let's say you're embarking on a 10-country travel and whatever, but you happen to have friends in all those 10 countries, and they all ask you to stay with them while you're in town. And this is actually what's happened to my husband's aunt, she just came to visit us in Toronto, and then I think she's left to the States and going to the UK and Paris and Turkey. I'm not sure, but almost in every country that she's traveling to, and she's in her 70s, in every country that she's traveling to, she stays with friends or family. And that is prosperity because she gets to save a lot of money. Like, she doesn't have to pay for hotel and stuff like that. And others would be, let's say, other example would be, let's say you're activating for money and you go out, you're meeting with friends and family, and somehow or other people always pay for you. Not that you're expecting them to pay for you, but they happily pay for your meal. Bring you out to, dinner, watch movies and stuff like that. Or even if someone gives you gift cards, that is a form of prosperity as well. So when you activate your money corner, right, you don't just activate for monetary results. You also have the potential to be activating non-monetary stuff, right? So people giving you things, or giving you furniture or things like that. So really, or even, let's say if you're living with family, so you're living rent-free and mortgage-free, that is activating for prosperity as well, right? So those of you guys who are watching me live right now, what do you think about this? What do you think about me saying that there are many different forms of prosperity? And I do believe that money isn't the only thing that's important, right? You also want good relationships. You also want great health. So for those of you who are watching me live or watching the replay, this is what I want you to take away, in that be open to the universe's idea that the definition of prosperity is so vast, so vast. And when I do Chinese astrology for some of my clients, when I see wealth in their birth chart, and they're like, no, it's not really, like, money didn't actually come. But another really good example about prosperity is also connections, right? Let's say you come in contact with someone who has a really vast network, and through that person you get clients and referrals and whatever, either career referrals or business referrals. That's also another form of non-monetary prosperity as well. So think outside the money box. And hopefully I'm not gonna cut off, because it's telling me that my internet connection is weak. Sorry, I'm still coughing. But so I don't want you to think that by activating the money corner that it's only cold hard cash that you'll be activating. You'll definitely be able to activate for other stuff as well. And I also want to have you keep your eyes out for those kinds of opportunities, because like, I don't want you to activate for your money and then you're just sitting there waiting for, you know, the monetary stuff to come in, and yet you miss out on the non-monetary thing, which can also make quite a big, you know, bit of an impact in your life. So so that's pretty much what I wanted to remind you of. Okay, so for those of you guys, whether you've worked with me one-on-one or, you know, done my group programs and stuff like that, remember to always open your eyes to how the universe is giving you abundance and prosperity in more ways than one. Okay, and I have a question for you guys here. For those of you who went to my website, fengshuiandprosper.com, some of you may not know that I had a 12-week online program. It's an online group program where, you know, I actually go through everyone's layouts and we talk about how to activate the important areas in the home. I do have a waiting list for that, although because of my schedule right now, I don't think I will be offering the 12-week group program anytime soon. However, Spirit or the universe spoke to me last night, like midnight. I was about to go to sleep and an idea came to me. Okay, I'm back. Neth, you're asking me how to activate the money corner. Okay, I wish I could give you a quick answer, but it really is figure out what period are you based on the year that you moved into your home. So it's likely period 7 or period 8. If you moved in between 1998 to 2004, you're period 7. If you moved into your home between 2004 until now, you're period 8. So that's one. Second is you need to know what is your facing. So you need to take a compass. You go to the facing of your building or your home and you take a compass reading and you write that down. And then based on the period and the facing of your home, then based on flying star Feng Shui, then you can figure out your 3 money corners. And just before I got a little bit cut off earlier, this is what I wanted to run past you guys, in that's what I taught my students during the 12-week program, in that how to find the 3 money corners as well as how to activate them. But again, because of my schedule, I looked at my schedule. I don't think I'll be offering the 12 weeks because it's a lot of it's a big chunk of time, and it's weekly group calls, so which I don't think I can commit to right now. But would you be interested in a self-study 4-week program? So it's a digital program. It's a self-study, meaning you don't really have access to me, but you have videos, you have handouts, and and the videos would go through, like, explain them pretty. I think I do my explanations in the video quite succinctly. So the 4-week home study digital program will go through, just like what Neth is asking, how to first find your 3 money corners, second, how to activate those money corners, and if you have areas that are not good for finances, how do you actually remedy them? But this is self-study. I still haven't figured out how much I'm going to price it. It will be, you know, I'm not gonna price it like higher end because you don't have access to me. So that's the only thing, because right now I'm actually stepping away from one-on-one consultations as well, simply because I don't really have the bandwidth for that. I'm working with more corporate clients at the moment, as well as my 6-month Stand Out and Prosper group program, which is for spiritual entrepreneurs who want to use Feng Shui, marketing, and mindset to really boost their business. So between all that, I'm not able to offer the 12-week, group program anymore for what I call the Wealth Chi program. So the message that I got from Spirit or the universe last night was that maybe make like a smaller course, a 4-week course where we only talk about how to activate for money in Feng Shui. I'm not gonna touch on health or relationship because again, that makes it a really big program, which, as a home study might be a little bit too overwhelming. But would you be, for those of you guys who are watching me right now, tell me right now, would you be interested in this? Again, what it encompasses is you get handouts, you get PDFs that you can print out, you get videos from me, and it's self-study. So every week you'll get new modules coming out, emailed to you, or you can access it on a special website. And we figure out your 3 wealth corners, how to activate it, how to remedy your financially weak corners. And the final module is actually how to do water placements, which I know a lot of you guys want to know about, and a bonus module about where to put your money bowl. I know you guys heard about money vase or wealth vase. We actually don't do wealth vases, but there is a money bowl, and that is based on the year that you're born. So those are the things that I'm thinking of. I haven't actually put it together, but if you guys are, I'm not seeing any feedback here, so I guess I shouldn't do it. No one's commenting on the video whether or not they would be interested in it, so maybe I shouldn't offer it. But that's just one way for me to be able to get the right information out there to you guys. This obviously is good for people who are good self-paced learners. Okay, if you need a lot of hand-holding, then maybe this is not the best way to do it. Maybe a 1-hour consult with me might be the best one for you. So I'm just kind of playing around with options here, because like I said, I am stepping away from one-on-one consultations. I'm not pushing it as hard anymore, especially full consultations, because that one takes hours from me, which I don't have. I don't mind doing the one-hour consultations. I can fit them into my schedule pretty easily, but the full consultations is because I give so much information to my clients. The report takes many hours for me to finish, and I look through everything. So I am trying to step off from full consultations for residentials. I'm only doing that for businesses and corporations right now. But then for residentials, you still have the option of doing the 1-hour consultation with me, which I'm still taking on, right? So it's either that, a 1-hour consultation with me for you residential guys, or or take this self-study, meaning no access to me, but I will try to explain everything as clearly as possible, and you guys you figure it out as best as you can. And I'm gonna try, maybe, again, this is all kind of something that I'm throwing out there, but maybe if you get that self-study program, you might have access to my monthly Q&A calls where you can actually ask me questions. But the Q&A calls is kind of fluid as well. It happens when I have time in my schedule. So that's the thing, right? I want to support as many people as possible, but I also need to make sure that I have time for my family, and I have time to take care of myself, because I only had 4 hours sleep last night, you guys, between the work that I'm doing for my 2 businesses and other stuff. I only had 4 hours of sleep, and I haven't napped, so I'm a little bit run down. And I need to make sure that I'm not so run down that I fall ill. So I want to be able to support as many people as possible, but at the same time honor me, my time, my value, and my expertise. And there's a lot more things that I'm gonna live stream about that just came to the fore. And the next one, I'm I'm gonna title it, I'm gonna save you $800. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. So watch out for that title, because that's a very interesting one. Anyway, it's at 15 minutes right now. I'm not gonna take out too much of your time, but let me know under this video whether or not you would be interested in a self-paced 4-week program to activate money in your home. Okay, let me know. If I don't get a lot of yeses on this, then I'm just gonna forget it, because I don't want to spend too much time on something that people don't want. So you guys have a great day. It's Friday. I don't know if I'm gonna do a lot of hard core work for the rest of this afternoon before I pick up my daughter, but I might need to, because it's been a long night of working. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. Either you watch me live or watch my replay. Take care. Looking forward to hear your feedback.